Okay, so today we're going to repot a plant. This is a form of relaxation for me. This plant has not been draining well, which means that the soil needs to be amended. And the plants have also been getting brown, like the leaves have been getting brown. So that's a sign that it's time to take some action, which is to repot it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just loosening up the old soil from around the roots, getting rid of them. Just go around and gently pull them away. You try and be as gentle as possible as you're massaging it so that you don't destroy the roots. And this is a monstera plant. Okay. Oops. Try to get as much of it as possible. And I'm not an expert because I actually potted this plant myself. This is a cutting. This plant is from a cutting, and so I did this myself, but obviously I did not give it enough. Didn't aerate it enough with organic mix. So when you see signs of an error, you fix it. So I think that's enough. Kind of going there a little bit more. So we've taken off most of the old soil and mostly root here. If there's some left behind, that's fine, but you don't want to get so obsessed with taking away the old soil that you're breaking up the roots. And I'm repotting it in the same pot because I don't think it needs more space. I think it needed to be adjusted. As far as my experience with monsteras is that they do like to be a little bit root bound, which root bound is when the roots are like to the ends of the pot, right? So I think it's fine going back in the same pot, but I just need to add some more like drainage and stuff like that into it. So this is the regular soil. It's not the best that I have that I can get, but it's what I have on hand right now because it's really supposed to be for raised beds. But I'm just going to use it and amend it. So this, I put it about 1/3 of the pot, and then I'm going to add some orchid mix to create like pockets of holes in the soil, and that's where they will be able to drain a little bit better. And this mix has orchid. The orchid mix is for like mostly orchids, but it also has some perlite in there as well. Perlite is the white stuff in there. And then, so I'm adding some more orchid mix to it. And then I'm just gonna mix it up. Next. And then, hope that's enough. We'll find out in a couple of months the plant bounces back or not. And then you put the plant in. And then you add the soil, you pat the soil around the plant. And then the rest it against this. Okay, so I did some mixing off camera. I mixed the regular soil with the orchid mix, and I did add a little bit of perlite in it. So you can see perlite is very dusty. You want to make sure you don't breathe it in. Unfortunately, it's a dusty day today, so I had to mix it off camera and mask up. And then you start to, well, as I said, windy day, so the plant collapsed. But you just start to pack the soil around the roots. While holding it up, spread it all around.
Yeah.
So you continue to just pack it around into place. You want to put enough so that it keeps the plant upright. Starting to get a little structure now. I'll probably go to the top. It is a big plant, so and this is an area root, so this is very deep soil. Okay, so we packed it to the top. It's a bit windy, so that's why the plant looks like it's about to fall over. But this is about, I may add a little bit more to it, but this is pretty much done. So it's been repotted, has a lot more bark in there and a lot more perlite. And then after this, I'm just going to make sure to water it throughout, like go around and make sure that every part of it is watered, because you want to signal to the plant that it's, you know, in a new pot, but it's still rooted, if that makes sense. But the you always want to water your plant after you've repotted it to kind of help to acclimate it to the new pot. So that's what I'll do, and just continue to watch it and see. You know, when you repot your plants, it's a bit of a shock to its system, so you want to keep an eye on it. But if it continues to decline, it may not be doing well, and you may need to do something else with it, either repot it, or maybe, you know, maybe it's lacking something, whether it's fertilizer or something. But you really do need to give it a couple, I would say a couple weeks, or even like a month or two, to really become fully acclimated. But this is something I love to do. It's just getting into the soil and touching it is just, it helps to ground me. And just watching plants grow and knowing that you have a role in their growth and them flourishing is really rewarding, especially when you see a plant starts to decline and you step in and you intervene and you see it bounce back. It's a really amazing feeling. And so I encourage everyone, whether you live in an apartment or a home, to have some plants in your home. Start off with something easy like a pothos plant or a snake plant. They're hard to kill, and especially the snake plant does not require a ton of sunlight, so it's a good starter plant. But definitely plant something in your home, whether it's an indoor plant, and I especially encourage people to start themselves a little indoor garden, and maybe we'll do a video about that, as well as about how you can do that. There are things that are easy to grow, like green onions or scallions, some people call them, also mint, those kinds of things, thyme. Those things are really easy to grow. But that's what we have for us today. We potted a monstera plant.